Hey, my gorgeous Virgos. Well, the cold weather is starting, and Lindsay's jumpers and cardies are out now. Um, so I'm doing these readings for the Earth signs on the Taurus full moon. So always check your sun, moon, your Mars, and your Venus. But this Taurus full moon is going to affect everybody. It's the last super moon of 2024. It's going to bring out some stubborn energy, but in a sense of we need to look at where our stubbornness is. We've got to be ready to like kind of align with ourselves. Sorry, I'm just making some room. Um, it can Taurus can have an influence, especially about like bringing stubbornness around and making it hard for us to let go of things that need to be let go of. And it can be a silly thing like arguments that don't need to carry on, or um, even with us, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Even though in your own head, you know that you're saying that you can't cut your nose off to spite your own face. Um, so you may end up coming up against things that are hard for you to release and surrender, but it's happening for a reason because it's about making space. So there could be like, it may feel like a bit of an internalized battle. Taurus is governed, it's ruled by the planet Venus. Venus governs your finances and um, your love life, romance, that type of thing. So that could be major parts. You may even start looking at accumulation as in the sense of finances or what things are bringing in. Does this work for me? Is this enough for me? Take that in both ways. So it could be finances. It could be you might wake up one day and just think, do you know what? I want another job, or this is not the career I want. I want big changes. And it'll give you that stubbornness energy. You're an earth sign as well, and it'll give you that energy as into like kind of go and do it. I'm doing it, and I'm doing it for me. Venus, with the Venus element, with the romance, you could be questioning what you want within relationships, um, romantically, financially, what you expect, how you expect to be treated, how you love yourself. Venus has that energy. Pluto is also stepping out of Capricorn, which was the material cycle. It's been there for 15 years, and on the 19th, it steps into Aquarius, which is the humanitarian energy. When I say humanitarian energy, it's about, collective consciousness, revelations, that type of thing. But it's about no longer putting everybody else first. You not being at the end of the queue when it comes to your own things. Just because it's in Aquarius, humanitarianism, like you're going to get a lot of spiritual gurus that are like, it's all about humanity. Yeah, it is all about humanity, but you're human, and it starts with you. And that the healing that you do has a ripple effect, and that is going to help other people because people will see you shine, people will see you change, and they're going to be like, if they can do it, I can do it. That's the true meaning of humanity, in the sense of collective consciousness. Physically, if there was someone being hurt, I'd be twisting out there. Do you know what I mean? But when I'm saying collective consciousness, I can't sit here and say to people, my life is a dream, I live a fairy lifestyle, because I don't, and I'm not all love and light, and I fully admit it. I admit that there's a lot of things in my life that need to change. And maybe I'm opening up more in this because I am a Virgo North Node, which means my South Node was in Pisces, where I was abused for my gifts in past lives. And in this life, I'm supposed to take control of my own life. And my North Node is in Virgo. So maybe this supermoon is bringing that energy out in me. You never know. So I'll tell you what did happen yesterday. When I was doing the air signs, I went to do the empowerment deck. And for some reason, I have two empowerment decks left from the ones that I sold. And I put them together and I shuffled them. So I've decided that they want me to use them. So I'm using two empowerment decks mixed together. So I'm going to get your card off first from the You Got This deck. So we've got, why do they have to be upside down? Don't waste your beautiful mind on ugly thoughts. Don't waste your beautiful mind on ugly thoughts. It's just thoughts. Some of my Virgos, they could be, I don't know why, but I saw like, the big mirrors, the standing mirrors. There could be an energy of, like body dysmorphia, that type of thing. Ugly thoughts as well. We all went into Aquarius. Some of my Virgos could be thinking, the world is ugly. The world is not nice at the minute. What's the point in trying to change it? It lowers our vibration. So we need to raise our vibration, Virgo. So I'm going to try and shuffle this deck since it's like gigantic. So the main energy for my Virgos is, choice in direction. So it's like, where do I go now? I've been on that path. Which path do I want to go down now? Where am I going? You've got options. You've got choices. You've opened yourself up. I love the fact that it's the autumn, and we're at the end of the autumn now. I'm going to be so sad when all the orange turns brown and gone. But yeah, we have got choices in direction now, Virgo. Where do you want to go? What's crossing that energy? What's the challenge? The ruins. Virgos, you may be wanting to rest at the moment. So maybe it's been like you've been constantly trying to build something or recover from something. It's boom, 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 boom. Now they're saying, stop. You don't need to rebuild all that now. It's like, let it go. Just like kind of get the bulldozer in and push it to the side. She's resting. She's not having to work hard for anything now because this is, my light's just gone off. It's flashing. So there's definitely a reason why I'm saying this. Oh, it's come back on. See, the sun, like, it's feeding that seedling for you. So if you're feeling like this, you may be going into the ugly thoughts. It may be like, life is not nice. My light's just come brighter again. What are you doing to my lights, Virgo? Give yourself a break, Virgo. Give yourself a break. I feel like there's a rest before, and it's not a rest before the storm. It's a rest before which path am I going down? There's a few different things that are going to be opening up for you, and I do feel like it's because of this full moon energy. Don't block your manifestations with your thoughts. Why is it coming around Mother Nature? Yeah, you really do need to work on grounding. Grounding yourself, keeping your roots grounded. Your tree of life is about to go. Some of my Virgos, there is a tree that's important. So it could be the fact that maybe you have planted a tree in memory of someone, maybe you're visiting that tree. There's something to do with, and I don't want to say a plant, I feel like it's a tree. There's some kind of tree that's important. That's obviously not going to be for everybody, but the tree of life is important. You're branching. It's about standing there and saying, do you know what? I did this. This is my tree of life. No one else is feeding this tree. No one else is making this tree grow. It's me. And sometimes, it can be draining, especially when you're doing it all on your own. I get it. Because sometimes you're just like, what is the point? Who's there for me? You're there for you. You're there for you. Why do I feel a lonely vibe with my Virgos? Recent past, the desires. You started putting it out there. What do I want? Some of my Virgos even want to move. It may be a direction, or it could be like a relocation, or it could be a destination that you want to experience. But the hand of the divine is saying that everything's there. It's for you to go and grab it. You've just got to like kind of go by the balls and go and take it. You've already started putting that out there, what you want. But I just feel like you've hit a dip where you're thinking like, well, what's the point? I'm never going to get what I want. Or, sorry, we've got a flyer. Oh. Yeah, you're manifesting. So that's why we need to get you out of the ugly thoughts. Don't waste that beautiful energy on ugly thoughts because we're manifesting. We want to manifest desires. Virgo, you've got to stop telling yourself that you're not worthy, you're not good enough to have what you want. Because you are worthy, you are good enough to have what you want in life. Yeah, there may be an aspect of you going through the dark night of the soul, or you may have been going through the dark night of the soul for a while. You've got to remember that you are the queen or the king of your own castle. But if you look at that queen, it's like she's got everything she wants, but there's something missing. There's something missing. But it's almost like you're blaming yourself for what's missing, and it's not. It's just you're waiting on the perfect time. You're not settling. Your power is the secret keeper. The secret keeper, I love the secret keeper. I drew this card as in, sometimes I'm very quiet, but I'm a watcher and I'm a listener. And I'll look at energy and, so it's like the invisibility cloak, Harry Potter. And I know who the snakes are. And I know who I can trust. And I know who I can speak to. And that is your power at the moment. But you're not trusting your own thoughts in the sense of that. So I feel like these snakes are more thoughts. And what is putting that energy? Are you watching something that's putting you in self-doubt? You know, I always say to women especially, be careful with these like romance films and stuff like that, because women will have written them. A woman knows what a woman wants. Do you know what I mean? But it's very it just preys on that part of you, if you get what I mean. That laugh, that feeling, because it's not our feeling. It's, in a sense, we're being manipulated by the music that they use and the lighting that they use. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not dissing romance. I'm not dissing anything like that. What I'm saying is, what do you want it to feel like? And not just romance. What do you want your life to feel like? And don't base it on a fictional character. Fictional. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Fiction. It's not factual, is it? The outside influence, it's time for you to shine. We've got the four elements. That grey cloud, this dark night of the soul, this period of this dip, it's going to be out. Maybe it's because we're coming up to Christmas and all adverts and stuff like that show all families in like the same pajamas and partners. Like everyone gets engaged on Christmas Day, don't they? Sorry if I pulled my face. I hope to God no one watches this and got engaged on Christmas Day, because I'm not dissing you. What I'm saying is there's just an element of like it it makes it normal to people, but then you get the people where they don't get it and they feel like they're missing that there's something wrong with them because they're not getting it. Do you know what I mean? I think it's time like the earth shook things up a little bit. Yeah, in your hopes and fears, freeing yourself from your own thoughts, freeing yourself from your own, especially dissing yourself, Virgo. Stop doing that. Free yourself from the past. You're allowing certain things to haunt you, you know, but sometimes we can't help that. But again, I do feel like there could be a tree that's significant or somewhere you need to visit. Your outcome, it's double whammy, and your outcome is freedom. I do feel like this full moon is going to free yourself from what you thought you wanted. That's the part of it. It's from what you thought you wanted. I feel like what you want is actually changing. Big reading, Virgo. So I shall see you next week. Bye.